Hicoberry, you can never be a star. You are who you are. The Hicoberry.
We back. This is the Rebuker. I'm your host, and today we're going to be discussing Stevie Ray Vaughan. I just like to know who got snow and going to have a white Christmas this year, wherever y'all at in the country. Even if you overseas, are you going to have a white Christmas? Because I know Christmas is celebrated mostly all over the world. So who got the white Christmas this year? Because in most states here in the United States, we ain't got no snow. I hope you guys had a fabulous weekend getting prepared for this big day in a couple days and then a week later for New Year's. Just want to say happy holidays to all y'all and hope you guys have a fabulous, wonderful holidays this year. Okay, we're going to get into the topic. Today is Stevie Ray Vaughan. We're going to talk about Stevie Ray Vaughan and why is he so great. Stevie Ray Vaughan started playing the guitar at 7 years old, and he was inspired by his brother, Jimmy. I think Jimmy is still playing to this day, touring and playing, okay? Then Ray Vaughan, I guess, at 23, he joined a band, Double Trouble, and he ended up playing for David Bowie, I guess, and then after that, he got a record deal. He joined the band Double Trouble. They got a record deal and put out an album, Texas Flood. Okay, now, we know that album was a good album, and it went gold. I don't think it went platinum until after Ray Vaughan went to his early demise. You know, records sell when people pass away, but gold is still good though. That's 500, 500,000, whatever. So he did that, and I guess they used to perform, and he had a substance abuse problem that kind of messed with some of his artistry and what he loved to do, I guess. Okay, which most musicians deal with that issue, especially in that time. So that's nothing new. That's no knock on him. That usually happens that way. Okay. Now, the thing of it is that what makes him so great when I ask this question is when you hear Ray Vaughan play, you hear a lot of Hendrix and you hear a lot of Albert King, and the aggressive style seems like that comes from Hendrix, and some of his licks and shuffles and riffs seem like that comes from Buddy Guy. So when you hear this guy play, it's like, I don't look at him as an innovator. He doesn't strike me as an innovator. He strikes me more of a guy that would be a good cover song guy, because when you hear Ray Vaughan play, Ray Vaughan sounds a lot like Hendrix and Albert King mixed together. He just plays a lot quicker and a lot more aggressive. So some people can't catch that. And he can sing a little bit, so that makes him stick out a little bit more. But I don't look at him as, this is the beginning and the end of blues, and he's just the best at what he does. Because when you look at him as a guitarist, you say, is he really a blues guitarist, or is he like a blues rock guitarist? Because even though he studied the black guys, he doesn't have like a lot of soul to him. And then when you look at him as a blues artist, it's more like, is he really a soulful blues type of artist, or is he just more of a rock band blues type of guy? So where do you classify this guy at? And when you look at people like Mike Bloomfield, excuse me, and Alan Holdsworth, and these guys, and they're more versatile, if that's the word I'm looking for. It just seems like they're more versatile than what Ray Vaughan was, because Ray Vaughan strikes me as a person, I couldn't see him teaching a class. I could not see Ray Vaughan teaching a class on how to be a blues guitarist or a guitarist, because Ray Vaughan is not really hard to replicate. If somebody that plays the guitar, they could replicate. Now, somebody like Jimi Hendrix and B.B. King and Albert King, that would be kind of hard to duplicate, even though Ray Vaughan stole some of their stuff. But when you hear Ray Vaughan stuff, it don't seem like it would be really hard to replicate some of his stuff, because you got one good album in when you was with the rock band. Your solos was pretty decent, but he had under a 10-year career. And how could people, I've even heard some people say, wow, he's like even better than Hendrix, which is crazy. To me, he's not even better than Carlos Santana. So when I look at him as a guitarist, you say, okay, Eddie Van Halen could play that electric guitar, to the T. When you look at Ray Vaughan, you're going to say he's better than Jeff Beck. You're going to say he's better than Alan Holdsworth. You're going to say he's better than Mike Bloomfield. Even some people say that Bozzio was better than Stevie Ray Vaughan. I've heard that before. So are you going to say Ray Vaughan's music was better than Muddy Waters? Are you going to say his music was better than B.B. King's? Come on, man. You got these Ray Vaughanites that's just, Stevie Ray Vaughan. They just, if they hear anything different, they'll just say, oh, he was the best, with no ambiguity. Don't look at what somebody is saying or anything. They're so incredulous when it comes to Stevie Ray Vaughan and so biased. It just gets up under my skin, because I'm like, just because you got this Texas Hicoberry that plays aggressive, that really stole a lot of Hendrix and Albert King stuff, and he could sing a little bit, doesn't mean that he's the greatest, especially with only a 7-year history. So we're going to take a small promo break, and we'll be back with the second half of this segment. This is the Rebuker on Hicoberry Mondays.
Hicoberry, you can never be a star. You are who you are. The Hicoberry.
In my sweet little thing, share my pride and joy.
Okay, I'm back. This is your host, the Rebuker, and we're discussing Stevie Ray Vaughan. I just want to know, leave your comments in the comment section, but what's your favorite Stevie Ray Vaughan song? I'm going to have to say Pride and Joy, which you just heard that, but is Love Struck Baby one of your favorites? Or give me what your favorite Stevie Ray Vaughan song is, since you guys think that I'm such a hater of Stevie Ray Vaughan, which I'm not. I'm just saying that people, I believe, overdo it and say that he's the best in a short career. Anyway, let's get into the Stevie Ray Vaughan and finish this segment up. Stevie Ray Vaughan, when he was playing, when he was alive, a lot of artists used to say he was too flashy and he played too fast. A lot of artists used to say that. It was till after he had went to his demise, you start hearing different things and saying, oh, well, now since we really listen to his music, he was fabulous and this and that. But at the time, they were saying that he was too flashy and he played too fast because he was very aggressive on that guitar. So my question would be was Stevie Ray Vaughan an innovator or a duplicator? Was he an innovator or was he a duplicator? Because it was said that he was kind of like a one-trick pony. I've heard that. And I also, like I said earlier in the first segment, that he was kind of a thief when it came to Hendrix and when it came to Albert King. Like, he took a little bit of their stuff and he just played it a little faster, and he didn't really have his own stuff, and he was like just one style. He wasn't versatile. So that's the things that I heard. So when it comes to Ray Vaughan, was he an innovator or was he a duplicator? Because when it comes to Stevie Ray Vaughan, he's been gone, 35 years, and people still hold him in very high regard, and some even at the highest regard. It's like there's nothing else. But you mean to tell me that there's no other artists out there with all the technology on instruments and everything and people that can really play? You're saying that way back in the 80s, he's just going to hold the title all the way till the year 3000. I mean, come on. There's always greats. I mean, people could say, well, there'll never be another Stevie Ray Vaughan. But people will say, well, there's not another Jimi Hendrix, which I believe that that's true. People used to say there'll never be another B.B. King. But then how can you say that if you're saying that Stevie Ray Vaughan was better than both of them in some people's eye? So I'm just wondering what made Stevie Ray Vaughan this impeccable type of guitar artist that people just love. I mean, he was good. Can't take that away from him. He was good. I mean, he got an album that went double platinum eventually. Can't take that away. Not taking nothing away from Stevie Ray Vaughan, but what made him so great? Give me 3 things that made him spectacular that nobody else that you seen could do on the guitar. If you could give me 3 things, and I know one of them is going to be speed, but I got an answer for that. But give me 3 things that you seen with Stevie Ray Vaughan that he did on the guitar that you seen nobody else do. And what was he a great blues musician far as like his music overall, not just his guitar playing, but his music overall? Where would you rate his music at? Is you saying that his music is the greatest as well as his guitar playing is the greatest? Then I think you're just being biased as a Ray Vaughanite. Because in my opinion, he's not better than Muddy Waters or B.B. King when it comes to his music. Even his guitar skills is not as good as theirs, in my opinion. But what's your opinion? Leave your comments in the comment section and leave your opinions in the comment section and let people see yours. I want to see them. What do you think about Stevie Ray Vaughan? That's what I want to know. And I'm going to end this segment, and I would like to say hit the like, share, subscribe, and the Cash App is always in the description if you want to leave something for the channel. And this is the Rebuker, and I'm out.
Hicoberry, you cannot be a star. You are who you are. The Hicoberry.